Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Chahande. Guys, we are here to learn electrical machine design. So from today's onward, we are going to see certain numericals on unit number 1. Okay, so the topics related to the numericals will be the heating time constant, cooling time constant, the temperature rise of machine when it is heating, again the relation between heating overload ratio and mechanical overload ratio. Okay, all of these we have seen, we have derived certain relation related to these all quantities in the previous lectures. Okay, so let's get started. So the very first numerical of today's is a field coil has a heat dissipating surface of 0.15 meter square and a length of mean turn of 1 meter. It dissipates loss of 150 watt, the emissivity being 34 watt per meter square. Estimate the final steady temperature rise of the coil and its time constant if the cross section of the coil is 100 by 50 millimeter square. The specific heat of copper is 390 joules per kg degree Celsius. The space factor is 0.56 and the copper weight is 8900 kg per meter cube. Okay, so let us understand the numerical. What is it saying? A field coil means any machine is having, that is field. It is having the coil and it has a heat dissipating surface of 0.15 meter square. Means here the surface value is given, that is S equals to the 0.15 meter square, and the length of mean turn means here length is given, that is equals to the 1 meter, L equals to the 1 meter. It dissipates loss of 150 watt, means here the value of Q is given, Q equals to the 150 watt, and the emissivity being 34 watt per meter square, means the value of lambda is mentioned. As I told you in the previous lecture, the emissivity represents the specific heat dissipation, which is represented by the lambda, and the lambda value is given as 34 watt per meter square. Estimate final steady temperature rise, means we have to calculate the value of theta. Okay, theta okay, so means the value of theta can be calculated by considering several formulas we have learned in the previous lecture. And the rise of coil and its time constant, means here we have to consider the TH. So we have the formula for TH equals to the GH upon S lambda, where G represents the that is the weight of machine in kilogram. Again H represents the specific heat, S represents the surface area, and lambda represents the emissivity, that is specific heat dissipation. Okay, so we have to consider that formula. Cross section of the coil is 100 by 50 millimeter square. Okay, and the specific heat of copper, that is H equals to the 390 joules per kg degree Celsius, and the space factor is 0.56. Guys, keep in mind while considering the numericals, we have to put that is H, means height of the machine in terms of the electrical engineering. We have to consider that is the space factor. Okay, you will learn this quantity as we proceed further in the upcoming lectures, in the upcoming units, that is right from the transformer to the synchronous generator. We will see what is the meaning of space factor in detail thoroughly. Okay, so again the copper weight is 8900 kg per meter cube, means here copper weight is given in terms of per meter cube, but we have to consider the G, capital G value, that is copper weight value or machine weight, in terms of kg only. Okay, so we have to again consider several parameters to neglect to cancel out this per meter cube quantity. Okay, so let's get started. As it is mentioned, the given quantity, that is weight of copper given, that is G equals to the 8900 kg per meter cube. Again surface, that is S value is given 0.15 meter square. Length is given equals to the 1 meter. Heat dissipation, that is Q equals to the 150 watt. Emissivity, that is specific heat dissipation, lambda equals to the 34 watt per meter square, and the specific heat H equals to the 390 joules per kg degree Celsius. Okay, so let us see. We have the temperature rise of machine when it is heating. We have derived this relation in the previous lecture, that is theta equal to the theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus t upon th, where th represents the heating time constant. Okay, that is equals to the gh upon s lambda, where theta m is nothing but the final temperature rise. So we have to calculate here final temperature rise theta m quantity. Okay, so that formula can be given as Q equals to S upon lambda, where Q is the heat dissipation, S is the surface area, and lambda is the specific heat dissipation. Okay, so the theta m equals to the as the value of Q is given 150, again S is the 0.15 and lambda is the 34. Okay, so therefore calculating the quantity we get theta m equals to the 29.4 degrees Celsius. Okay guys, so again moving forward, we have the another quantity to be calculated. So Th equals to the Gh upon S lambda, means that is the heating time constant given as Gh upon S lambda. Again I am telling you that is G represents the weight of the machine in kilogram, H is the specific heat, S is the surface area, and lambda is the specific heat dissipation. So here mention H is equals to the 390 joules per kg degree Celsius, S is the 0.15 meter square, lambda is the 34 watt per meter square, but here G is given in terms of the kg per meter cube, that is equals to the 8900 kg per meter cube. So we have to cancel out that meter cube quantity per meter cube quantity. So let us see how can we calculate. So we have the formula, that is volume of copper equals to the length into breadth into height. Okay, any quantity we have to calculate the volume of any quantity, we have the formula, that is basic length into breadth into height. So here we have the length mentioned in the numerical, length equals to the 1 meter. Again breadth is nothing but the cross sectional area, and that is mentioned equal to the 100 into 50 millimeter square, that can be again converted into the meter square. So that will be equals to the 100 into 50 into 10 raised to power minus 6 meter square, and H is the 0.56, means that is the space factor mentioned in the numerical. So I have told you the space factor is nothing but the height of the machine. Okay, so again putting these all quantities in the volume of copper formula, we will get that is equals to the 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter cube. So therefore the overall weight of copper can be calculated, that is meter cube and per meter cube quantity will be get cancel out. So we will get in terms of the kg only. So the weight of copper is nothing but 24.92 kg. So as we have found out the weight of copper, so that putting that quantity in the relation, that is Th equals to the Gh upon S lambda, as you can see from this slide, that is 24.90 into 390 by 0.15 into 34. Okay guys, keep in mind that is the formula of theta m and the formula of Th are having the same denominator quantity, as you can see from the formula. Okay, so theta m is nothing but Q upon S lambda, and Th equals to the Gh upon S lambda. So both the quantities are having the common denominator quantity, that is the S lambda. Okay, so therefore calculating the relation, that is Th equals to the Gh upon S lambda, we will get Th equals to the 1906 second, that is the standard quantity of time. Okay, so again considering converting that second quantity into the minutes, that is equals to the 31.76667 minutes. Okay, then let us conclude here. So thank you for the today's lecture. I hope all of you have understood today's lecture, the numerical related to the heating time constant, okay, and the final steady temperature value of the machine. Okay, these are the simple formulas related to the derivation, okay, for the first unit. In the next lecture we will see another numerical related to the again same consideration, that is heating time constant, cooling time constant, heating overload ratio, and mechanical overload ratio. Okay, till then have a good day guys. If you are having any difficulty, if you are facing any difficulty in the previous lectures, you can directly ask me in the comment section below. Okay, then thank you, have a good day.